Okay, and 1 paper, put it on there horizontally at first. Okay, a little bit easier to fit all the boxes that we're going to create in that kind of space. Then you're going to go ahead and lay your ruler across and create just a line straight across the paper. Okay, from there we're actually going to do 1 point perspective. So 1 point perspective is just one dot constructed on the horizon line. So I'm just going to place one dot somewhere there. I'm going to label both. So horizon line will be HL and VP will be our vanishing point. Okay, now when you actually start with creating boxes, you actually start with the shape of something, and the shapes that we're going to use are linear shapes. So 1 point perspective equals a shape. Now in our case it's going to be some kind of a box form. So I'm going to actually just take my ruler and go ahead somewhere above the horizon line, doesn't necessarily matter where. I'm going to create a linear rectangular shape. So I'm just going to make myself a small kind of rectangular box. All I'm doing is trying to keep my sides parallel to each other. And then close that box shape up. Okay? The next point is you want boxes to look like they go back in space. So what you're going to do is take the 3 edges of the box that are closest to the vanishing point, and you're going to create small, lightly dashed lines that go back to the vanishing point. So I've lined up this point here at the vanishing point with this point of the corner of the box. Now I'm going to do the same thing to the other 2 corners. I'm going to draw lightly as I possibly can because most of this is going to get erased. Up to that other edge, line up the ruler. Okay, so you have 3 sets of lines coming from those 3 corners. To actually make the box look like it's a box that goes back in space, then you're going to create a parallel line. So this line right here is the bottom of our box. So I'm going to look between these 2, what we call them as converging lines, because they all go back to 1 point, converging on that single point. So I'm going to create a parallel line somewhere between those converging lines. In this case, it might be easier if I draw some of this in solid. So I want my box to be about this wide in space. Then I'm going to go ahead and make that parallel line and go back only to the next converging line. So this line and that line become parallel to each other. Then I'm going to draw in the other converging line to conclude the box. Now, this edge right here, this little space, is going to make our parallel line for the side of the box. So this converging line and that converging line make up the side of the box. I'm going to do is turn that ruler the other direction and just draw that line straight up between the 2 converging lines. Then I just have to fill in the box shape. Okay, now I have my box shape. I have the right side, the bottom, and the front of the box showing. This extra space behind here I can just go ahead and erase. I'm going to leave that right now. The next box I want to make is one over the horizon line. So I'm going to start with my same idea. This time I want to make it as wide as the ruler and make it a little bit easier. And then I'm going to go ahead and make the top of the box and the bottom. Everyone keep these lines in parallel. Then I'm going to take the 2 sides of the box that are closest to the vanishing point, and I'm going to make my converging lines. So those were those dashed lines. They're dashed lines. I'm going to do the same thing to the other side. I'm not going to worry about the other side of the box, the ones that will go through, because I want to make what I call a closed form. So I want it to look like it's a present that's already been wrapped up. I'm going to make this the solid part of the box, so I'm not going to far back. And then I'm going to make that other parallel line, because everything vertical on the page should be parallel to each other. Everything horizontal on the page should be parallel to each other. Okay, so this line across the top will always be parallel with its bottom. These lines will always be parallel to one another as a vertical. Okay, so now I only see the front and the side of this box. The next box I want to make is over here in the corner. I'm just going to try to do this from there go ahead and make a rectangle. This time I'm going to make this a vertical rectangle, so it's a little bit taller than it is wider. So I can make my box whatever shape I want, as long as it remains linear. Okay, no shapes that are actually curved in any way, so you can't really create yourself a D without having all straight lines. I always start with the middle corner of the box, closest to the vanishing point, and then I go ahead and just draw my dashed lines. Then I do the one on either side. So in this case, the bottom and the top on the right. Now, you can make your drawing look exactly like mine if you want, or you can do something that's slightly different. It doesn't really matter. I don't want this box to be that wide, like that deep into space, so I'm just going to draw in a small portion of it. Then I'm going to go straight up and down, because this line needs to remain parallel, which means these lines would never touch. And then I'm going to do my top edge. Always use the ruler whenever you are going over a line, just to make sure it stays straight. Then my next back end of it is going to line up with that front end of the box. And draw it straight across. Then I can go over my edge. Okay, that's my first 3 boxes that I needed to do.